Hey, Brent. What's up, bro?
Hey.
Hey.
Wait, you said Nogi Tuesdays?
This month and next month. Yeah, all month.
I didn't even know. I mean, as long as I don't come for.
You can't pull on the handles. Jump in. I'll sit up, yeah. Mix it up.
Sorry, I'm mixed up the rotation here.
You're good.
It's good.
Want a rash guard?
You can see it.
You can save your shirt, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Sorry, I should have brought one. I normally always have one. How's it going? So, this month, next month.
Yeah, yeah, no, because it's hot. That's why.
Yeah, no, makes
That's
sense.
why. Nice.
Right there, Brandon. Long sleeve, short sleeve, whatever. Anyone you like.
I used to roll like that. Look at this. Greasing! He's greasing! Cheating. I'll be off. Extra slippery.
Nice. Canalo, our no-gi man. What we got today?
I don't know, just one thing that I do a lot in regards to like entering into the legs. Yeah, getting into saddle.
Okay.
One way is like when your opponent keeps walking in, trying to, you know, like they're trying to pass, so they're trying to touch and reach out and touch onto you. As his hand extends, as long as I keep my foot in inside position, when he comes close, then I can start to scoot in and go like shin to shin. And from there, I can control his far shoulder. Just gonna tilt onto the side of the shoulder that I'm grabbing. And as I do that, I'm gonna kick out and lift this foot kind of into the pocket of my hip. So, like this. And then we can get into like single leg X. But another thing that they can do as they post their hands, like you can do it as they post their hands, instead of coming up into single leg X, I can extend the middle leg now and take a cross back grip, elevate. Then as long as I can get his knee in the middle of my knees, I can step up and grab both legs like this. And this is a real secure finishing position because you have multiple attacks from here. Where like one is just laying down on my side, and I've got his top foot shoved underneath my armpit, and his bottom leg I'm scooping underneath, and I can kind of give like a calf crush type of pressure. We're leaning on the sides. I'm like catching like this, and then the deeper I can squeeze this and pull into my shoulder arm, like my armpit, and lean into it, it's gonna put a lot of pressure on the back of his leg and the top of his shin. And that one is more pain tolerance though, so a lot of guys will still try to sit up and then try to fight for this foot free. In that instant, if he sits up, I'm gonna go foot over foot on the saddle foot. Instead of keeping my legs locked like this, I go foot over foot. It's better for defensive purposes. And I can give him the false hope that he's gonna get his leg out and push 2-on-1 across. Now I reach back, and I got this super deep right here. So that's like multiple layers, but essentially it's any time you can go down on one knee even. As long as I have one foot in the middle, I can start to fall onto a hip. And if I can get to the cross flat, then I can extend the foot that's in the middle. And all I gotta do is control his knee line right here. As soon as it slides into my pocket, I have both legs and I have really high chest position to control him from here. So first one is reaching under the bottom leg, scoop grip, and then leaning onto my side as I go foot over foot. And I can give a lot of pressure to the bottom leg and the calf of the top leg. Then if he sits up, starts to try to fight, I can give him the false hope that he's getting his foot out, push with 2-on-1 all the way across. And make sure you're keeping this real tight, keeping the angle of his knees stuck in the pocket. You know, he's pinching with your legs, and I'm right here. It's so deep, he's not gonna be able to really get out, you know? But yeah, you can try to go through that.
I can see him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, sure. Take the guy with the skinny side.
So again, it's like when he's entering into me, the most important thing is keeping one foot on inside position. I mean, you could do it from outside position too, but you'd have to try and control the back of his knee with just your arm alone. I like the shin to shin because then it kind of gives you a 2-on-1 aspect, you know?
That's also helping you to lift.
Yeah, exactly. So I can get this same side shoulder, and then I'm gonna fall to my hip as I slip my shin to his shin and pull his knee, extending my leg away, pulling his knee into my pocket. So like, extend, and I'm here. And then you can just go here, you know? But if they post really heavily before I even get there, I can take this cross lat post and kind of kick him up and over as I reach for the knee in the middle. I gotta be like foot like lower like this too, obviously to get the
To elevate, right?
yeah, so elevating him with a cross lat, and then I'm keeping this tight in my armpit as I reach for the knee and just pull it into the middle. All I gotta get is like a couple inches. As soon as it slides over the middle of his knee, then I have both legs already. And I can come and sit, stomp down. Initially, like, check them back up. Stomping down initially, I go triangle because I feel like this is a lot easier to come up into. And then it kind of naturally transitions to foot over foot in that sense. And then first, it's here, pinching the top foot under my armpit, scooping under the bottom foot, and then pulling up. And then they come up into me and fight for your leg back, so I can give him his leg back 2-on-1, pushing all the way across, and there's a lot of knee pressure already, and I'm just reaching back here.
Sweet.
Because it's already there. All you're doing is just catching, essentially. You don't even have to pull it really, because they'll feel it immediately. Like that's
I could feel
a quick one.
tension already.
But that's freaking Diego Pato. He does that a lot, and I like his entries the most for sure. So I try to use a lot of that when I try to enter the legs. Basically, that's the theory. Catch 2-on-1, try to go over under, and just give them pain so that they feel like they're in danger. When people are in danger, they panic because when they make mistakes usually, you know?
That's my brother-in-law's go-to move, but just that first, a double leg. Initially, you want to get one leg out.
Yeah.
So when you pull that out, you're just setting up. You're just waiting for you to pull that leg out
Because the one that's gonna hurt them way worse is actually the second attack. You know, like the first one you can tap to pain before anything really happens. You know, but if they can get up and start defending, then that's when you can go to the second part.
Yeah. The first one is painful.
Oh yeah.
Calf on the shin one.
Yeah, I don't even know what that's called. I guess it's calf crusher. I don't really know what it's called. Yep, and catch that knee. Or try to catch his knee. Yeah, like catch his knee with your hand. When you initially elevate him, try to go back. When you see how his legs started lifting up, it's good to allow your hand to help. Like push him up to you. Yeah, and then clear your leg and stomp down and triangle. Then right there, you come undone and go foot over foot like that.
Yeah.
Between, I gotta get to my other shoulder.
Yeah, you wanna be. I mean, you can just pull it, but you're gonna be out of position after that. You can kind of push you away.
I'd rather be here than after.
Yeah,
For
you
this
wanna
one,
be that
way
way
more
for
comfortable.
And then you just pulling up and pushing your chest down, like just squeezing close, like a guillotine essentially.
I think he was like almost like
Like you wanna come down more, for sure. Yeah, like put your chest on it and squeeze it upwards.
Painful?
But like we said, that's
If it was
not.
finals match, I wouldn't be dabbing into it.
It's more of a pain
But I'm
that
definitely gonna be like trying to get that.
yeah, get that thing out, and that's where you're trying to go 2-over-1, 2-on-1, reaching back now. And then from there, the finishing mechanics is like, there's different grips and stuff, but one that really works is like just going like the bear hug kind of
So you let
deal.
go of this then?
Greg Jones is on
At some
that.
point?
Yeah, yeah. You just using this to push and clear. Once you pass your center line, you catch it.
You let go of
Yeah.
this.
Forearm, forearm.
Yeah, exactly.
That's still
It's
one.
tight already, yeah.
Single leg action.
Yeah, and then with that, all you're doing is just turning your body, you know, keeping your legs tight and just turning this way. And that'll fucking rip it for sure, you know? Like, you just go real slow.
It's same concept. Just different angle. It's on there. Huh? Hold your legs there.
Yeah, you don't need to even really go to the single leg X unless you're trying to go to single leg X, you know?
So we got
Yep. And stomp back down. Keep the cross lat, yeah. Keep the cross lat all the way through.
Got your everything good, Zach?
Yeah.
I wanted this here.
Yeah, you like both.
We missed that part.
You want to keep going, trickle back up.
Oh, I want to collect the, when I'm, as
Yeah,
falling
like,
out.
as you feel his knee start crossing the center line, you want to still have this cross line post, but your bottom hand is gonna come up and reach to the pit of his knee and try to guide it into the center. Because that's all you need is like this small space where it starts at your knee line. All you need is to pass right here and you're good. Because then you can close your leg over it, you know, and then it's like it's stuck inside.
even when I actually just slowed down. Like that what he's talking about when I first tried.
Yep, and kick him up and over
I'm listening to it right
now.
now.
Yeah.
But now it's just
Like
extension.
try
Oh, I want to get up here.
I'll go for that.
You want his knee line
I
inside.
go for a heel and it's
That high?
Like you want you want more of his knee
Oh,
line.
okay,
like
okay.
I'll let you or
You gotta have a bite.
Right.
Yeah. So I want to be, yeah, it's a huge difference. I want to bite above here and above it.
Yeah. That's what sorry.
Otherwise, I just pull it out.
You need
Because I
yeah.
have
You need like above your knee line. You just need it to pass your leg just slightly.
Now I see what you're saying.
But even on this one, you don't want to fall too far flat because he's just gonna smash you from there, you know. So you really want to try and turn to the side, and then elevating with this, well, to get this, and then from here, I'm going from the far shoulder on the back, like keeping cross lap pressure. So I'm pulling him down towards the ground a little, keeping his hands heavy, and then from there I can start to elevate,
Yeah.
and then reach for this. This is what I need right here. As soon as I get that, boom, and I'm tight on the legs coming up. I'm already threading my hand through because I'm trying to get right to my attack, you
almost
know.
lost the knee line.
And I'm keeping him with pressure here, and I'm trying to
There you
dig.
go. That's the one right there.
Like my chest is on him, you know. I'm keeping chest pressure the whole time. Because if you stay light, they're gonna start to move this
Wiggle it out.
way.
Yeah.
And
Curious what
then,
happened
if you miss the timing, you're not gonna really catch that leg. You wanna control when you give him this leg back. You don't want him to control you when he gets the leg back, you know. So I'm going here, threatening. Then he wants to sit up and try and alleviate some pressure. That's where I can go 2-on-1, pushing all the way across. And then I'm here. And this, you don't, I mean, you could keep one on that leg to kind of keep it guided away, but.
He's saying already, yeah.
Sorry.
Here.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was different. There was something, I think you were looking one second, yeah, one because that felt totally not.
That comes off.
Right. Like really try to fall on your hip. Yeah.
This one, this one down on.
Like pull him towards that side.
Well, then
Yeah.
spun to the other, then you rolled it to the other here. Come back this way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then kicking up, like you can elevate him.
So with
And
this
then when I
one,
kick out, I want to start to come back this
Yeah,
way.
back on that side.
with
And
this
then you
hand
slide
on
in
this part of my
into
hand.
Let's do
your.
it again? I'll see.
So you're using this to slide it into
It
the
is for me, because
pocket,
my
you know?
shins are really
Like
sharp.
I'm going here, bang, and then I'm sliding onto this,
Into it.
and then I can kind of go from here, you know? And like picking your leg up, this is last resort is I'll get to single again.
This bed right here.
But first, you want to try and keep his hands heavy on the mat. Like, try come, let me do it to you again. Boom. And I'm sliding back to this side. And I grab this and I'm keeping the downward pressure so that it's easier to pick you up. And then from there, I'm just grabbing here on the outside of the knee too. And I'm coming up high like a locking my triangle, stomping down, boom. And then it falls in place.
You're super high.
Yeah.
Way
This
up.
thing, yeah.
It's way up, yeah.
This side. Should we do it to me?
Let's do it like extra.
It's all foreign. I mean, no.
I don't get that. Let me see, let me see.
The roll to your other side there.
Yeah, you gotta roll to your other
I
hip.
know, but I'm not. No, that's not my.
So right here, even from here, you're kind of falling too backwards.
Yeah.
Just sit back a little.
He reaches,
Yeah.
I think he reaches.
Grab his
here.
head now, like reach for his lap. Keep this downward pressure so it stays easy for you to grab. You want your foot more like foot of his pit, like pit of his foot to your foot. Keeping that. And then now, instead of falling back, try just fall directly this way and pull it that way too. Yeah. And then from, you see how you got this in the pocket? Now, you can either go on this leg, but if it's easier for you, you can connect to this leg and off balance this way with the cross lat grab. Cross lat grip. Like you gotta kick him up over you though.
Can I catch him like that after or no?
I mean, this is something completely different.
Yeah.
That's like, this backside. Here, wait.
Sucks here. Pull this out to get out of here. Fling it all the way across.
And I'm pulling him in this direction as I'm falling to this direction. And I'm falling directly on my hip. Then I'm kicking out and rotating to this side. And then from here, I'm keeping this cross lag grip and pulling it down. If you feel like you're too underneath, you can kind of scoot yourself out for a second and try to connect high, you know? But I go for the far leg because it makes it easier to off balance that leg that I'm trying to make light to get the knee. You see? So I'm not really connecting to the near side leg. I'm more so connecting to the far side leg and trying to pick it up in the air. Because naturally it swings back. Because he's going to think to put a little bit of pressure on me at the same time, you know? And that's when
You're right above his knee to it.
and I'm high. You see, like I keep his knee to my chest so that when I reach back for his leg, it's there. He can't pull his foot out if I have his knee, you know? So I'm trying to get here. And then, like, but the basis of the movement is you're trying to go from here to one side, extend out and roll onto your opposite hip. Then I'm controlling the far leg, picking it up just enough so I can reach for the knee. It's like not really a lot of
My
range
call out,
of motion.
just to pause right there, my call out is on that step when you came around, you put your hand on my
Yeah,
chest,
cross
pulled
that.
me forward, and that
Yeah.
kept all the weight on my hands.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the foot was light and you could
Yeah.
elevate it easily. So that was the part that I was.
Yeah, you need the hands heavy on the mat. That's
So
the
that you
most
can lift
important
up the
thing.
bottom.
Yeah, because like
I didn't feel
if their hands is heavy, your legs are light. If your legs are heavy, their hands are light. You know, like it's
It's just body mechanics.
Yeah.
But grabbing that, pulling yourself through it was good.
pulling, and I'm not really pulling you towards me because then you're gonna put pressure on me. I'm trying to pull you away from me, and you see him making you post me. Then it's easy to lift your leg, and I can come here. And if you swing your leg like that, then I'm just clearing your knee.
Well, down here's natural because I'm holding myself.
Yeah,
up.
yeah. But that's what I mean. Like it's natural. You feel like your legs are gonna swing, and that's where you just trying to make that light, that far leg light. Is really all it's about. Like from here, going here, bang, and then I can come here, and I can go reach for it. And I'm right here. You keep this. Try to go over. This is what you want to be in ideally.
What if it's just happened to be crossed the other way? So
Cross the other way.
then you just
I mean,
take
I
that
would
one
just
straight
attack
away.
this leg initially, yeah, because this is here already.
That's your end.
That's in trouble.
That's your
Now he's in trouble.
That's your end goal anyway.
Yeah, because I mean, if I get the other leg underneath, then how's he gonna
Yeah,
defend
yeah,
himself?
so
You know,
defense, yeah.
that's even worse, pretty much. Like,
Yeah, it's over.
it's just trying to really elevate the far leg, make it light. But like how Mitch said, I'm pulling on the lat to keep their hands heavy. Because when the hands is heavy, the legs are light, you know? And then you just use your leg to elevate slightly. And
Just enough.
reach. You're just reaching. That's all it takes. It goes from here, you're lifting, reaching. That's all. With your hand framing on them like this. You know, pulling them down to you. And I'm reaching for that leg, I'm coming up immediately. Like as fast as you can. One go. You know, stomp. Triangle and stomp up. And try to catch the legs like as tight as possible. Right?
It'll only take me about
1,000 more times.
2 more weeks.
And pull me out that way. Yep. Over there, keeping this guy in. Now you can reach.
And you go back
over
to
this
that
way.
one.
I gotta turn back.
Pull me down, like reach that,
Go back,
cross
I
that,
already
pull me
screwed
down.
up. I already
Yep.
screwed
Now
up.
lift up this leg that's on the
I
inside.
gotta live through this
So
one.
kick it up.
Because I
my
did
hips
other
up
thing
more.
was
He's not on his left yet. I'm not on the He's still left,
that's
flat on his
wrong.
back.
Maybe I should be on this side.
You're going back on this
Yeah.
side.
This way. Elevate.
And stomp like grab. Keep the post on my lats.
I'm gonna be here.
Yeah, you just to pull yourself up and keep that. Yeah, and that feels so much pressure.
That's pretty close, yeah.
You see, I still missed that transition.
You got it though, eventually, and then once you get like,
He's like, you went
To the opposite
So
side,
you go
you gotta go all
here,
the
one
way.
side, and then kind of rolls
Yeah, like
underneath, and it
yeah, and then
stretches.
all the way down.
Yeah. Like as you extend this leg, you roll it onto your,
Comes through.
because it makes it easier to reach for the
Here.
far leg.
I'm always going to treat that X. I did that fucking, it's just such a fucking habit.
Yeah.
That's why he says I gotta treat.
But even from that position too, it's the
boxing
basically the
video
same
we're
thing. You're
talking
trying to make the hands heavy. You can cut into the saddle from X guard.
Even that
Because
is
you can
very
switch to
All I gotta do
reverse
is get that leg
X.
back from the knee. Yeah, get that leg over. Get your leg over.
Pass it all the way across.
And then